next. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Clemson Tigers. With EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Tigers will kick this deep to begin the game. Kickoff will be returned. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The shotgun running play call. He stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year. Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at midfield. He's in the clear. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. To the air. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab. It's Randall. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Important 2nd down play coming up. The Kirk, all these players are aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Choosing to return the punt. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll toss it to the right side. Picks up the first, looking for more. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And it's good. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw an option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. They look to throw it here on second down. Let's it fly to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose. So
a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Caught behind the line. It's Sacha. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the first play of this drive now from the 35. And there's the handoff. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
He took it one down. Sets up the next drive. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. They're going to put together a positive drive here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Snapper, quarterback looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's McCoy. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's White. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I'll tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. Design quarterback run. It's good for first down yardage, set up at the 26 now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Sawchuk. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
But defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They'll tackle him at the 27. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. Now here's the toss play. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. The receiver grabs it. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the Tigers will have to kick it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And tackled there by the defense. And the Knowles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. The short completion of the tight end. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. One more play before they head to the locker room. And we're going to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there. What will be the final play of the quarter. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knowles will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Clemson offense is back out there. They were sluggish in the first half, almost completely shut down. Let's see if they can find a spark now coming out of the break. Looking for the wideout. What a catch! Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the ground. It's Moore. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He shreds the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. The offense looks fired up to begin the 2nd half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Looking for a gap. It's Randall. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He pulls in the catch. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to run for the first down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Looking to the end zone. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. They'll test the right side here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He'll field it close to the 50. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The pocket breaking down. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
That completion sets up a second down play. Ball handed off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
That's caught. It's Moore. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Toss play to the outside. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
On 3rd and short, they give the ball to the tight end. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter?
Here we go.
Running a quarterback sneak here.
No, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Touchdown, Tigers. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Oh, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this. Now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together with this drive. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. Now the 40. Past the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Moles. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
PAT is important to make it a 3-point lead. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drop last time they had it. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Here's the second down play. The play fake, looking to pass it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
A crucial play in this game. It's third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Run it up the middle, but stop for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Grab behind the line. It's White. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just third and 1.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They'll try the option play here. Football's loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief, but I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside. Give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Working clock with the ground game. Going absolutely nowhere after a loss of a play. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. On the move now. Gets some space around the 30. Slides to avoid the big hit. And that play should secure an upset. Kirk, this is a team that told us, forget the rankings. We're here to make a strong statement as we get to the stretch run, and they've done that today.
Well, these guys really looked apart today, stepped up when a lot of people had questions if they could play in this kind of game. The answer is yes. Now they have to handle being that team with expectations. Not every team handles that well, but I'm excited to see how they deal with that in the coming weeks.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Extending the play now. And they're out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.